Good morning, FlossTube. Today is, sorry, this is a channel about cross stitch, and today is March the 29th. I realize that it's been a long time since I've filmed a video. I've had a bunch of family stuff going on, and so I wasn't feeling up to filming a video. But today I figured I would catch up with everybody, show you where I'm at. Hopefully you're all doing okay. Yeah, a couple weeks ago my grandma passed away, so I was not in my right mind to be doing a whole lot of anything. So that's why I've been a little bit absent. And right after my grandma died, she died on the 11th, I was not able to go to the funeral just due to logistics, I guess. She lived in Oklahoma, in the United States, and my parents went out, was my dad's mom, so they got there about an hour and a bit before she died, and the funeral was on the 13th, and on the 31st of this month would have been my grandma's 91st birthday. So yeah, it all happened very fast. She broke her hip on the 26th of February. On the 27th, she had hip surgery. And then on the 11th, 2 weeks later, she passed away. So it was a rough time. And then my parents, they were gone for they were gone for a bit, and so yeah. Anyway, and the Sunday after the funeral, so on the 14th, I had a stitchy day actually with one of my stitchy friends. Tall Grass Lane Stitches on FlossTube, and yeah, she came over for the day, and we had, it was good. We had a really good day. We watched Disney movies and just had a great time. So, and then right after my grandma passed away, this whole pandemic thing blew up. So it's been a little bit of time. So that's why I haven't been filming. And now with everybody home all the time, it's even harder to find time to film. And I was not even sure if I would be able to film today, because on Friday my mom fell and broke her arm, and so I've been helping her out a lot. So anyway, but I'm not sick. Nobody in my household is sick, which is awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing okay. My drink of the day is the Tetley Orange Pico Tea. My choice morning drink. I'll have a cup of coffee after I'm done this, because coffee is wonderful. Yeah, so on to the stitching. So last time I showed you, this is Cinderella by Joan Elliott Designs, and she is gorgeous. This is a digital rendering, so this doesn't look anything like what the real thing looks like. But I lost my stitchy bug a bit on her, just due to family things, not because I hated her, but this is where she's at. Here, let me put a piece of paper here. Let's see it a bit better. So this is where she's at. She's still in a Q-snap, so I will get back to her. Just lately, I wasn't feeling it. yeah, I've started in on her hair here. So a little bit of swirl of hair. I just saw fuzz. Yeah, all the holes you see are for beads. So that's where she's at right now. And then I was working on getting out of my stitchy slump, and so I decided to go for a new start. I already had this all kitted up, so I figured why not. And so I started Spring Queen by Mirabilia. I'll zoom in there so you can see her. So that's what I started, and here's my start on her. Here. That's where she's at right now. This is my start. I started her on the 21st. So there she is. My stitchy bug is coming and going. So I've been working on a very large puzzle as well. And sometimes my mom needs me upstairs and she needs me to help her out with something, so it's easier to just have something that I can walk away from in a hurry. So, all right. So that's my stitching. And so next we're going to go on to finishes. I have a finish, and I finished it, a while ago already. Right after my last FlossTube, I finished her. So yeah, she's been done for a bit. So I finished this one here. This is Letters from Nora Corbett. And this is the R Fairy, or Rhiannon is what she's called. I did everything called for except for the fabric. And so fold the fabric up. So there she is, all done. Lots of very large beads on her, and all classic Colorworks threads. The fabric is a limited edition by Crafty Kitten Fabrics from her Fabric of the Month. So I don't believe that fabric is available, but she may have something similar. All right, and now I'm going to move on to haul. So it's been a little while since I've seen you guys, and in that time I have acquired a few things. So this is the haul portion of the video. I picked this one up on Stash Unload, I believe. Praiseworthy Stitches, Carols on the Square. And I haven't even started cutting this one up yet, but it is beautiful. I saw this stitched up at the Silver Needle when I was down in Oklahoma visiting my grandparents in October. So I saw this and fell in love with it. I didn't buy the pattern at Silver Needle, and I'm kicking myself for not doing that, but I did find this on Stash Unload for a really good price. So there's that one. this one, this one just kind of, it jumped into my shopping cart, and then my PayPal just randomly scanned my thumbprint and paid for it, and so now I'm the proud owner of this chart. And as you know, I now have the responsibility to this chart to kit it up because, well, it jumped into my cart and paid for it, so yeah. Anyway, this is a horrible picture. My printer did a really bad job, but this is the Queen of the Fairies. And this is by Pascinarissimo from Italy. And it is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I haven't seen it stitched up. I've only seen the blown up stitched model on her website, but oh my word. Yeah, so I've started kitting her up. The fabric, I have the fabric, but it needs to be coffee dyed yet, because it is an antique white, and the prevailing color in this particular piece is 3865. As many of you know, that one is basically the same color as antique white. So that's why I'm going to coffee dye that. I'm planning on doing that after this FlossTube. I should mention that I have still been going to work. There are only 3 of us in the office right now, and we all have our own offices with the doors closed, so the social distancing isn't an issue. But at the end of this next week, or at the end of this week, I guess I should say, I will also be at home. I won't be going back to work. Just our large projects have all postponed, and our small projects have been put on hold. So no projects, no job. So, but after everything calms down again, I'm ready to go back to work. All right, so this one I got from a lovely lady in Winnipeg. She had kitted it up for somebody, and then they didn't want it, and or I don't know, something happened. So she had this, and I had put an ISO on my Canadian stash unloading site, and she responded and said that she could sell it to me for a good price, completely kitted up, minus the threads. But anyway, Lady Alexandria, she is out of print, so she's a tough one to find. So I was thrilled to be able to find her. She's just gorgeous, absolutely amazing. And what was included in my purchase was the bead pack and the linen. This is Twilight Blue 32 count Twilight Blue linen, which is the called for linen for this lady. I haven't decided yet if I will actually stitch her on this, but I do have her all kitted up minus the threads, and well, DMC we all have. So yeah, so that's my haul. I will have some more. I'm waiting on the mail, and it's been a little bit slower lately than normal, just because everybody is ordering online, and asking for stuff to deliver. So I send out a huge shout out to Canada Post, FedEx, UPS, DHL, USPS, like the United States Postal Service, all you guys that are making it possible for us to still get products delivered to our home. I know you guys work very, very hard, and I want to acknowledge that and say that it's really awesome that you guys are still working, as well as all the doctors and nurses that are working round the clock. Just a huge shout out to anyone in the medical field that's helping out during this time. All right, so since I haven't seen you guys in so long, I'm not sure if you're interested in what I've been watching. However, I will show you. If you're not interested, let me know. I watched Sense and Sensibility. I realize this is a bit of an older movie, but it's so good. So good. Jane Austen, old-fashioned, that is Colin Farrell, Emma Thompson, Kate Winslet, Hugh Grant. Yeah, that's amazing. Another one, this is one that I watch to cheer myself up. I know this may not be everybody else's cup of tea, but it definitely cheers me up when I'm sick or having a really bad day. Ocean's 11. Because George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Andy Garcia, and Julia Roberts. Okay, just watching these three, who wouldn't be cheered up? Like, I mean, really. Yeah, enough said. That, and it's funny. So, anyway, that was my cheer up movie. I also finished watching the 11th season of Bones, the 12th season of Bones. So I'm completely done that series now. So I started on a different one. I started on a new one. This is a Canadian series. It's filmed here in Canada. So I'm not sure if folks in the US can get this or not. I'm sure you can. But anyway, Murdoch Mysteries. This is seasons 1 to 4. And I have also watched 5, 6. I'm working on 7. Basically, this is a periodic. It's set back in the early 1900s. And when everything was being invented and everything. So it's just, I love it. It's awesome. It's really funny in some parts, and it's really dramatic in others. And so, yeah. Anyway, I'm planning to keep stitching on. Oops. Everything's falling down here. I plan to keep stitching on Spring Queen. See how far I get with that. And possibly going back to Cinderella. We'll see. Anyway, That's about it for me. I'm still waiting for some packages and things, so hopefully by next week they'll be here. So, in the meantime, have fun, be safe, get lots of stitching done, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!